Fargo, North Dakota was a town of snow and steel, where the winds could cut sharper than a knife and the night stretched long and silent. To the untrained eye, it was quiet, ordinary, almost mundane, but beneath the surface, the town held secrets. Shadows moved where they should not, cold spots lingered in empty halls, and whispers curled through abandoned corners like smoke. Some places carried a weight, a presence that lingered in memory and stone. The Buena Vista Trailer Park was one such place. It seemed ordinary in daylight, a stretch of trailers tucked along Santa Cruz Drive, children laughing in summer, dogs barking, neighbors chatting. But at night, the trailers were silent and a chill swept across the asphalt. It was here, locals whispered, that tragedy had carved itself into the very soil. 15-year-old twins, a boy and a girl, had died in a reckless moment, hit by two speeding cars racing along the narrow street. Their spirits never left. Those brave or foolish enough to visit at night reported hearing screams, piercing and desperate, echoing from nowhere. Footsteps would approach and retreat, shadows danced across trailer sidings, sometimes forming the shapes of two children, watching, waiting, longing. Not far from the trailer park, the Fargo-Moorhead train tracks held a darker terror. Long ago, a woman had attempted to jump onto a moving train. She failed. The train dragged her, tearing her apart in a blur of iron and flesh. Only parts of her body were recovered, but her spirit refused to rest. Travelers walking near the tracks at night claimed to see her red eyes glowing in the darkness. Some hear the screech of metal, the whisper of cloth, a ghostly presence standing too close for comfort. If you stop, the air grows heavy. The wind quiets, and a shiver runs down your spine as if invisible fingers brush along your shoulder. The campus of North Dakota State University seemed calm by day, bustling with students and the faint smell of coffee. But within its buildings, history and horror coexisted. Ceres Hall, a stately dormitory, concealed a dark past. On the third floor, where sunlight barely reached in the winter months, unusual things occurred. Doors would slam shut with no wind, shadows moved across the walls, and those who ventured into the basement spoke of a suffocating evil. It was said that a man had hanged himself from a heating pipe during World War II. His death had been lonely, angry, and full of despair. Those who spent time in the basement felt it, the air thick, the shadows alive, the sensation of unseen eyes pressing down upon them. Most did not linger, fleeing the basement as if something unseen threatened to drag them down. In Minard Hall, the story was less clear, more enigmatic, and infinitely more disturbing. The fourth floor had once been a ballroom, vibrant with music and laughter in the 1920s. One morning, the janitor discovered two people dead, the circumstances murky and forgotten with time. The ballroom was closed and converted into a zoology lab, yet the haunting persisted. Students and faculty reported feeling watched, hearing faint music when the room was empty, seeing fleeting shapes vanish as soon as eyes focused. The Northern School Supply Warehouse, a sprawling industrial space on the outskirts of town, held its own spectral resident. A young boy, no older than 7 or 8, had fallen down the elevator shaft long ago. His death had been sudden, tragic, and irrevocable. Workers reported hearing cries from the shaft, small, high-pitched, desperate, sometimes pleading. Footsteps echoed in empty aisles, small shoes running, bouncing from floor to floor. Occasionally, the boy appeared, a pale figure standing just out of reach, looking for help, for recognition, for life that had been stolen. Those who saw him described an overwhelming sadness, a sense of injustice so pure it made the skin crawl. It was not uncommon for visitors and locals to report multiple hauntings in a single evening. A daring soul might wander from the Buena Vista Trailer Park to the train tracks, feeling the oppressive sorrow of the children and the terrifying presence of the woman in red. Then, if night allowed, they might wander campus halls, feeling the cold hand of Ceres Hall or seeing fleeting shadows in Minard Hall's old ballroom. Some visitors claimed the hauntings followed them. Shadows lingered in their peripheral vision after leaving Fargo. Whispers echoed in their dreams. The boy in the warehouse sometimes appeared in reflections, sometimes in empty streets. Fargo, though calm by day, had imprinted itself on the minds of those who dared witness its secrets. To this day, Fargo's ghosts do not sleep. The children of Buena Vista Trailer Park, the woman along the train tracks, the man in Ceres Hall, the lingering shadows in Minard Hall, and the boy in the warehouse, they persist. They are not merely echoes of tragedy, but active presences, aware, responsive, and patient. Visitors report strange sensations, sudden chills, fleeting glimpses of shadows, and voices that seem to call their names. Locals speak in hushed tones, warning outsiders not to wander at night. Fargo's haunts are not aggressive in the traditional sense. They are mournful, restless, and endlessly persistent. They remind anyone who enters that some tragedies leave marks that time cannot erase. The city moves forward, modern, bustling, and alive. But in the shadows, the ghosts of Fargo wait, and those who cross paths with them may never forget the chilling realization. Sometimes the dead are closer than the living think.